We are just being influenced in the world as such that problems are coming and we are flowing in those problems. And then we want to reach some other place, but we've landed at some other place. So conflict always exists. Where is the conflict existing? It is existing in the untamed mind, so to speak. So when we remove all the conditioning of the mind, which is causing certain influence to manifest again and again, we have to focus on the mind and still the mind, so those influences also come to mind. So it is very important to focus on our lives, on our experiences, because our spiritual life and our worldly life are not two different aspects. It is predominantly us that are experiencing a spiritual side of ourselves, and we are living a materialistic life. Both have to complement each other. And when that union happens, when that balance is attained, then a lot of things are automatically understood. Then a great change automatically comes. So live a balanced life, live your life with purity of the spirit, live your life in the resonance of love, and that does not have to change. Jalaluddin Rumi said very beautifully, he narrated a story. He said one person came to the fragrance musk. Fragrance of the musk is very beautiful. And he said, you have this amazing quality that whoever smells you becomes very happy. You give a very pleasing experience to that person. But there is one quality that I do not like in you, is that anyone can come and smell you and be happy. So the thing is that only good people, who are pure in spirit, at the end of the day should be able to smell you and, have that beautiful experience. And people who are of bad spirits, or people who are not good people, should not be able to smell you at all. So cannot you change yourself in certain ways that, you give that pleasing experience to only good people. And the musk replied, and which is the beauty, that has to be understood. But the musk says that it is not in my nature to think about who is accepting me into their life. My inherent nature is to make the atmosphere in which I exist, beautiful. My nature is to spread my fragrance, to anyone who chooses to experience me. And that is what I am here to do, and that is what I will continue doing. It does not matter, who comes and who is smelling me and who is not smelling me. So at the end of the day, what is to be understood, there is a very great spiritual meaning. We are here for a purpose, What is that inherent purpose? What is the meaning of our life? That has to be understood. If the meaning of life was to hate, then we are not the first person hating in this world. Many people have come, they have hated, and what have they achieved in life? If our purpose in life, was to be bitter, then we are not the first person doing that. If our purpose in life was to be materialistic, we are not the first person doing that. If our purpose in life was to only gain worldly wisdom, then it's not we are the first people doing that. So it is very important to see the world and understand your relationship. Why are we here? And once you understand that, then you will realize, this eternal, sort of this fragrance that is always there with you, that consciousness that is always a part of you. And once that lights up, then it doesn't matter, if someone is even cheating you or not, if someone is causing misery into your life or not, because at the end of the day, you reside in your consciousness, and that is complete in itself. So to understand that is very important. To experience that is equally important. I understand everything, but when I'm facing the world and suffering, all that understanding goes, out the window. Like Baiji had that experience with the person. This person Baiji had visited, he was waiting outside Baiji's bathroom door. So as Baiji opened the door, he ran inside the bathroom and, he shut the toilet cover, of the bathroom. So Baiji said, "What are you doing?" He's like, no, in Feng Shui it is taught that the wealth, if the toilet cover is not put down, the wealth escapes from the toilet. Now, the goddess of wealth or wealth itself couldn't find a door and a window in the house to leave the house in general. But it will find that way, one of the most, dirtiest way to leave the house. So I said, what will your life be if you keep on revolving around all these things? Then every person who comes to your house, you'll be standing outside the bathroom door, just waiting to shut the toilet cover. That is not the experience of Feng Shui. For sure, Feng Shui was the balance of all things. But that balance is not attained by doing all these, things. Now that is how the mind works. Someone will tell us something, someone will tell us some complicated way of living, and we think, oh, because it's complicated, because it sounds, very exotic, so that must be the solution. But look within yourself. All answers to all questions lie within yourself. But if the consciousness is not accessed, then we are always, questioning. We are always without answers. So everything is already present inside of you. Just we have forgotten how to access our true self. And slowly, with the purity of the heart, with the purity of living, you can access that. And when we live our lives in that resonance, and someone initiates in the path of knowledge, then that process becomes easier. The process becomes faster. How? There are radio waves all around us. We are ever surrounded by them. But can we hear them? No. You'll say you need a tuner, you need a transistor, which can tune those radio waves and turn it into audio waves. And then what will happen? You'll be able to hear the music. You change the channel, there's infinite information floating around in this space. But till we lack access, I cannot hear that music. So, meditation helps us to fine-tune ourselves into the consciousness which is already existing. And once you can fine-tune into that, then there is experience. And when there is experience, there is nothing other that exists. So thank you all for your love. Thank you all for... And we should thank Baiji for the lovely food she's been cooking us. We've all gained at least 10 pounds in Baiji's presence. And in a way, I'll be slowly shedding my weight soon. So Baiji will be back here on the 12th to make sure you keep on gaining weight. But learn from Baiji's experiences. Baiji has great wisdom to share in her being, in her compassion. And when we want to understand knowledge also, we must try to emulate or recreate the nature of great souls. Because it is very beautifully said in the Vedas that there are so many paths to take, which is the right path. So it is very beautifully put, Mahajano Yena Sapantha, that the only true path is the path on which great souls walk themselves. Now meaning is there is not that I have to go now to Jerusalem and start seeing, okay, where did Jesus step? Or start my journey in Lumbini and say, okay, what path did Buddha take? It's not following a physical path. It's a path of self, sacrifice, of self-realization that they walked. And within that self-realization, they also experience a lot of difficulties. But because they continue being pure to themselves, dedicated to themselves, eventually they reach their goal. Through great suffering, through great turmoil, through great conflicts. But in the end, the place that they reach was of eternal peace, was of eternal beauty. And the words only, what they use to explain that place is full of such, beauty. You listen to Buddha's sutras, you listen to Jesus Christ's teachings. They are heart-changing words, But what was the access point that those words manifested, those vibrations manifested? Because they were vibrating in that spirit also. If they were not, those words would not come out. Those truths would not be eternal. Even 2006 to 2600 years after Buddha has left, we won't be sitting here talking about Buddha's wisdom. And that is what Buddha meant to say. Before he left, he said, in the end, when the pilgrim reaches his destination and the goal is attained, the pilgrim only finds that his journey started from himself and ended within himself. So the movement is all internal. But if you are not internal being, we don't focus internally, then there is no movement, there is no experience. So that fundamentally has to be focused on. So thank you, Baiji. And thank you all.